Okay, look, I'll be honest. I have always been pretty skeptical about this whole alternative investing world, or as those in the know like to call them, alts. Perhaps that's because some of the biggest crazes, which turned out to be mostly flops, have made the rounds as major headlines in recent years. Regardless, I've been really looking forward to this passive income challenge for February. And so far, as I've come to learn, there are legitimate reasons to pursue alternative investing, aka alts. Alts are a hedge against a down market. That's because they work mostly independently from traditional markets, think stocks and bonds. And the word recession has been floated quite a bit recently. Alts can also be super unique. They're interesting. They're not new, but the rise in popularity and ease of access is. In fact, some alts actually go back 100 plus years. Think things like gold and precious metals. In my research so far, I found there is definitely a sizable group of people that truly believe in alts and make a fairly strong case for them, logically and emotionally. I suspect they're only going to grow in popularity in the years to come because technology is making it easier than ever, though not super easy as I'll eventually get into, to invest in alts. And because, again, they work independently from the stock market. They might zig when the stock market zags, and right now the stock market has been kind of zagging. But I'm not a true alt believer just yet. I'm not converted. I still have a great deal of skepticism a week into my research. Are alts genius and a wise investment? Is now the time to get in before they really take off? Or are they going to become the latest investment craze that slowly fizzles out in a few years? Now, obviously, I can't answer all of that right now today in early 2023, but let me back up and tell you what I do know and what I intend to learn. First of all, I'm a man on a mission this year to create 12 passive income streams from scratch in 12 30-day sprints, or I guess 28 in February. Once a month, I'm going all in on a new passive income stream and leaving everything else behind, except for YouTube, which was my January project because I plan to document everything and share it here. I want to show what passive income streams are absolutely worth pursuing and which are definitely not worth your time through a series of trial and error. See exactly how month one went here, which apparently ended in me getting a cold. But this month, it is all about alternative investing. So why alt? Why invest in something I'm inherently a little bit skeptical about? I am a self-proclaimed money nerd. I admit that freely. I became obsessed with personal finance back in 2018 when I set a New Year's resolution to learn all things money so I could turn my financial life around. And I did that. As a part of that, I learned a ton about investing, what to do, and more importantly, what not to do. My investing philosophy is simple. Invest in everything at once, do it consistently, do it automatically, do it as much as possible. Everything means the total stock market, or the S&P 500 if I'm feeling frisky. Consistently means dollar cost averaging. Automatically means automated each paycheck so I don't have to think about it. As much as possible means max out all of my tax advantage retirement accounts. For me, that's a 401k, a Roth IRA, and HSA. I don't pick individual stocks. I don't invest in the hot new thing. NFTs, that stands for not freaking touching it in my book. All of my studies have led me to this simple yet effective investment strategy. So far, so good. It's boring, but boring works. The only time I deviated from this approach was the one, okay, you got me, 2 times I dipped my toes in the cryptocurrency markets. I'm talking Bitcoin, and you got me again. Yeah, I'm talking Dogecoin. Short story shorter, it didn't go well. I lost half of my investment in less than a month. Twice. The first time was Bitcoin right after that massive spike, and the second time was the day that Elon Musk hosted SNL. What a fun night that was for everyone. So again, call me skeptical. That explains why I've stayed away until now. So if I'm set in my investing approach and I've learned the alternative investing lesson the hard way twice, why pursue alternative investments as part of my passive income strategy? I'll tell you why. It's not going to make sense. I won't like admitting it out loud, but if you want to know the truth, it's because it's the opposite of boring. It's kind of exciting. It's super interesting when you dig in and learn about them. You can combine your investing with hobbies and interests and make money doing so. Is this some kind of financial magic trick? Is this wizardry? Have I died and gone to compound interest heaven? That's it. That's the honest truth. I'm interested in dipping my toes into the alternative investing pool, or pools, foreshadowing, once again because it gets me excited. Plus, it makes for good YouTube, I hope. And based on what I've learned a week into this challenge, it might not be such a bad idea after all. Alts might be a good idea after all. After the year that was 2022, one might be wise to get a little creative with money they're willing to lose, and that part is critical. And if creative looks like investing in cars, wine, hotel skyscrapers, gold, whiskey, baseball cards, insanely beautiful art, and even the sport of pickleball, I say take my money. Take it all, double it, and send it back, please, and thank you. I don't know. Fool me once, shame on Bitcoin. Fool me twice, shame on Dogecoin. Fool me thrice, shame on alts. That is very much to be determined. Alternative investing, is it legit or is it a scam? Color me skeptical, color me excited. So here's the plan. This month, I'm taking $500 that I saved up and I'm investing $100 into 5 alternative investments via 5 alternative investment platforms that I've handpicked out. I'll tell you what I picked, I'll tell you how I picked it, I'll invest, and I'll show you what happens next. Plus, I'll compare all of that to the total stock market, the S&P 500, the total bond market, and maybe crypto and other asset classes over the same time period. I'll share my wins and losses throughout the month, but also throughout the year, and that goes for this passive income challenge and all of them. Subscribe so that you know what happens next. I'll tell you about those investment platforms that I found and recommend from my research next week. Let me know if you're currently investing in alts. Tell me if this is a good idea or if I should control alt delete out of it. And tell me what alts you're interested in learning about. Thank you for dealing with me recovering from a cold today. Here's that YouTube recap again if you're interested. Otherwise, I hope to see you next week on the next one. Thanks.